Whew, y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. I just wanted to touch on this election real quick and how people are responding to Kamala not winning. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, y'all know I don't talk about this type of stuff often. I don't get into judging people or telling people what they should or shouldn't do because I just really don't care. But today I felt like caring. So we're going to talk about it briefly. Um, My issue is not with who voted for who. Like, that's actually what I'm here to talk about in terms of we talk about autonomy and independence and free will and choice. But when other people exercise their choice, y'all get mad. If Kamala had won and people were on here talking about how much of a bad decision you made, you would look at them like they're crazy because you feel like you made a good decision. Whether that be a fact or not, you felt like you were making a good decision and you made a choice accordingly. Why can't you guys let people have their own opinions, their own choices? It only matters about choice and opinion when it comes to you and what you want. I would love to sit here and talk about how great of a candidate that Kamala would have been. And just to be neutral, I would love to have came up here and talk about why Trump would have been a great candidate. Because it's just how I roll. I like to look at things from different point of views. And that's a personal decision. And whatever you choose to do, I love it for you. I love it for you to be an individual. This needs to be a lesson. People need to take this opportunity to learn how to get over their lack of control over other people's choices and opinions. You're not controlling nothing. You're not controlling nobody. Everybody does not live up to your moral standards. Everybody doesn't share your beliefs, whether you feel like they are the best beliefs, they're the most wholesome beliefs, they're the like, why would anybody not believe this? Or why would you ever think something different? You know what I mean? Like, I understand that because that's what our culture is in America and in the world and on the social media now. We love to judge the shit out of each other, act like our shit don't stink, and act like we care about shit that we really don't care about. That's what we love to do. And we can sit here every day, all day, and accurately diagnose people with narcissism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, and everything, but you can't recognize it in yourself, which is wild bananas to me, and I can't take you seriously. That's why I'm concerned, because this is a time and place where everybody's acting like they're so woke and that they're for choice and they want to be fair and this, that, and the third, but you don't. I may not necessarily agree with who won or why they won or any of that, but I understand that people have their own free will of choice and decision. You knew going into this that you're going to cast your vote, you're going to cross your fingers, you're going to pray, or whatever the case is that you win, but it was a 50-50 chance that you might. And it's okay to be disappointed, but to come on the internet and lash out at people because they made a different decision than you, whether it's right or wrong, and from your perception, is wild. And I'm concerned. Not that my concern or consideration should be of any care or consequence to you at the fuck all, but I'm just saying because maybe y'all don't think about this stuff. A vote is for an individual to make their individual choice. Then we tally it all up and then we go from there, guys, okay? If Kamala had won, y'all would be mad if people were coming at y'all the way that y'all are coming at the people that voted for Trump. Again, I'm ignorant in politics, meaning I have limited information, and that's based off of me not giving a fuck, to be quite honest. I'm only here talking about this because I would love for us to mend those inner childhood wounds and those little kids in us that are crying out for dozens of reasons and different reasons. I would love for us to try to grow up because we are all of us, most of us, including me at times. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and point fingers at people like I'm perfect because I'm fucking not. I'm not. But I just would like for this to be a learning lesson. For us to learn how to let people have their own decisions. For us not to be so emotionally invested in other people doing what they do. Because this is how America has always been. People say, oh, Kamala has lost because of misogyny and racism. And you would be correct. You would be right. You would be right, baby. You would be so right. But America has always been misogynist and racist. And may always be. So why you keep looking for a hero, specifically black people, when it comes to politics, especially, is beyond me. Y'all keep acting like y'all have any proof in history that shows you that you are cared about. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be. You deserve everything. As an individual and as a group, you deserve it all. But that don't mean you're going to get it. And history has shown you that you're not. So I'm just so confused as to why you thought that Kamala and or Trump would be any different when it comes to you and your livelihood. And regardless of who is the president, America, the people that run America for real, are going to do what they want to do. They just want to see, it's fun to them to see y'all at odds, to see y'all arguing and fighting. It's an energy grab. It's called more division and confusion and conflict. And America thrives off of that. And as a product of that, so do we, because we're conditioned and we're addicted to being angry and scared. Everybody's scared now, like, oh, it's going to be worse now that Trump's in office. Ain't nothing going to change. Ain't nothing going to be different than it has been. They talking about, oh, Trump's in office. Police have immunity. When have police not have immunity with killing people? It's a woman. I'm so sorry I can't remember her name. But if you know what I'm talking about, post it. It's a woman whose daughter got killed at a party and it's on video. On video. And they told her that's hearsay. Nothing has ever been wonderful about America. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, black, white, or any other race. Nobody has been exceedingly happy with how America has been running. And you probably never will, because America is going for its best interest, not the people that it's supposed to be working for. And we know this. All the taxes is for whatever they want to use it for, whatever agenda they're trying to push, whatever they're trying to accomplish. It's never about the people. Nothing says that. Not a bit of evidence from past or present is telling you that America wants the best for Americans. Nothing. So why are you mad at individual people that have just as much power as you do? Y'all are directing your negative energy in the wrong place. In this woke society, at the very least, we know that people make decisions and they are who they are based off of their area behavior cognition, based off of how they were raised, and their perception is skewed by how they were raised and things that they've encountered. So I'm just so confused why you guys take none of this in consideration unless it comes to you. Not that you should be happy with other people's decisions necessarily, but to be going off the way that y'all are going off. I seen somebody cut their hair to show their solidarity with the 4B movement as if their head is someone else's head and that their haircut is affecting someone else. I too have been a victim of acting off my emotions in an irrational way. I'm not perfect. I too have done these things. And so I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about how they have felt emotionally or how they have displayed that, but I hope that y'all would think about what I'm saying on some degree. And again, I'm very much ignorant when it comes to politics. So it's some things that I'm not taking into consideration when I say these things, you know, it is what it is. But I'm a bystander that don't have much stock in politics. And I'm just watching things and I'm watching people and I'm watching how things unfold. And I see no evidence as to why anyone should be upset to the degree that they are upset at. I see no evidence as why anybody's expectations should have been so sky high. People say, oh, Kamala would have been a great leader, but she didn't talk about anything that she planned to do. I seen someone say, oh, look at her website. She got plenty of stuff on there. Okay, cool. The things that I seen are very basic. And not to say that, I mean, no president that I'm aware of did anything innovative or that really changed the course of America in a positive way. But, go off. What I'm saying is that the things that Kamala listed were nothing that was impressive. Money to first time homeowners. There's plenty of programs like that. And everything else that she had on the list were things that these things already exist and they have not really benefited anybody. And the things that they say they are going to do are things that they hope to do. This is not written in stone, it has a whole process to go through. Go watch Schoolhouse Rock again if you need to. These are hypothetical things that they would like to do. Trump, oh, he wants to take civil rights history and all that history out of schools. He may have his own negative agenda with doing that, but I want to ask you a question. And it's okay if your answer is in opposition to mine. I just want you to feel comfortable with you saying those words maybe one day. And I want you to feel comfortable that not everybody is judging you and hoping for you. I want to make this normal for people to have difference of opinion because I hear y'all divorcing people over this. I hear y'all disowning y'all families over this. When in truth, you probably should have disowned and divorced them before this. But maybe you was just looking for a reason. I don't know. But I just want y'all to be comfortable with allowing other people to be them and you being able to be you. Y'all keep playing and pretending with all these moral identities y'all want to make up, but y'all really don't be caring about stuff for real. Y'all might care about this thing, but y'all be wanting to feel good about y'all self and act like y'all contributing to humanity and trying to make things better with being for this cause and that cause and all of that, and y'all really don't be caring. A lot of y'all don't. And I could be projecting. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, you're saying like, so Trump want to take the civil rights and all of that out. And again, he might have his own reasons for that. But why do you want to keep teaching your children that their history is slavery? Allegedly. I say allegedly for everything. If I wasn't there, it's alleged. Not that it did or didn't happen, but if I wasn't there to witness it, I had enough of taking people's word for things just because they're on TV, or because they're a doctor, because they, are in politics. I had enough of just taking people's words as fact. When history shows that America is full of liars. But why do you want to keep teaching your kids? If you want them to know that, teach them it yourself. But why do you want to keep perpetuating a cycle of abuse and trauma to your kids? Not that I agree, it's horrible, and it's still happening today. And so that's what you teach them yourself at home. But to keep ingraining, because we already know, a lot of y'all probably will agree with me that school is a programming center. And it's supposed to be programming people for education, but that rarely is the case. And what they really do is program you how to think and feel and act according to the morals and the standards of America as a whole. It doesn't teach you how to think outside the box or to have your own opinion. It teaches you to judge, 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 judge. And then again, going back to my point, it's programming Black people to feel like slaves. And everybody is a slave, basically. But that particular thing is what we're talking about. Y'all don't want the Black history to be out of school. And if Black history is only being taught as slavery, then what's the issue? Yes, it's important to know so that you can be aware of the people that you have around you. But to keep teaching this in school, like, how many more slave movies are you going to watch? It's just traumatizing. It traumatized me as a kid, and maybe I'm just one of a few. I can't speak for everybody. We know that people's character are formed by many different variations of things. And some people might have set circumstances that's maybe special to that individual. Hell, all of us do. But you don't care about that or understand that unless it relates to you, unless it affects you. So I'm just going to need y'all to grow up. Like, if we want to see change, it's not going to be by the presidents or the people that run America. And if you can't grasp this simple concept, then we're fucked. If you can't handle this system that you agreed to work within, this system that you agreed to participate in with voting, you decided that you felt like this was something that was going to be beneficial and that it was something that actually is real. You think it's real, and that's your prerogative. You're cooperating. So why is it hard for you to understand this is how it goes? This is the rules. People put their individual votes in, and then we tally them up, and then we move from there. It may not be fair. It may be rigged. It may be a show. It may be a lot of things, but it is what it is. Your life is not probably more than likely not going to be any worse or any better off based off of whoever the president is, especially if you're a Black person. We have never been given anything by any politician. And y'all just keep letting them lie to you, and then you get your feelings hurt. That's on you. I'm so confused. Y'all think that if Kamala was in office, that things would have been different? She said nothing or did nothing to make you think that.